So you guys know that Russia have really good relationship with African nations, yes? And I don't want to go back, all the way back into like South Africa and apartheid and all that stuff, where Russia was the only one that was, really voicing like condemnation to what is happening in South Africa, yeah? But if you guys remember, the West African countries that, that had coups where young men like took over, they have really good relationship with Africa. I mean, with like Russia. Tanzania also have good diplomatic relationship with Russia. Okay, the United Nations General Assembly just concluded, so I believe this is why this article popped up, right? Because when you go to the UN for the General Assembly, the diplomatic stuff is happening behind doors, right? So I was just reading. I think it just concluded last week. So I was reading about this and I decided, whoa, I have to bring this to you, right? It's something that we talked about before on this channel. Logistics. This is the African Jubbly. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you for being here. Karibuni sana. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give the video a like. Leave a comment. My returning subscribers, you know how we do it on this channel. We talk about business ideas. When I come across something good, I bring it to you. That if you are coming here to Africa and you're looking for business opportunity, especially here in like Tanzania, we are focusing on Tanzania because this is where I am. But some of these ideas that I bring to you, you can implement them into any African countries, right? Give and take, right? So, how big is the budget? Are you part of an investment group? Are you coming to Africa looking for business opportunity? Do you have partners that you can partner with? This business opportunity might be very good for you. Logistics, we're talking about logistics, right? If you don't know anything about logistics, guys, and this is what I do sometimes, when I have a business idea, when I have something that I want to do, I go up on YouTube. The Indians are on YouTube giving you business ideas all the time. Well, you cannot know that. The Indians, when it comes to business, you can learn a lot from them. So if I have an idea, I'll go up on YouTube and I would guarantee the video is there. So if you want to know how to start a logistic business, go up on YouTube and you will see a lot of Indians giving you ideas how to start a logistic business with small budget. Guys, I'll tell you something, when you want something in life, you have to go out, You have to go out. I do my, you have no idea the things that I do if I have an idea, how I do my research. So I'm bringing this to you right now. Okay, I think it's a really good idea, and as I get into this article, you will understand why. So let's get into it. Russia admits that Tanzania's geography could help with its logistics. Okay, the Russian Minister of Economic Development, Maskim is his first name. I won't even try to pronounce his last name. I won't, because I don't want to butcher this man's Russian's last name. I can't pronounce it, so I won't even try. But just remember, when I said Maskim, I'm talking about the Russian Minister of Economic Development. Okay? During an ongoing Tanzania-Russia business and investment forum in Dar es Salaam, noted that Russian logistics can be developed in Africa. If Russia keys into Tanzania, listen now, and you have to underline the keywords, right? If Russia keys into Tanzania's advantageous location, quote, the republic, meaning Tanzania, could become a single, underline that word again, single entry point for our products on the African continent. Continuing the development of the international north-south transport corridor, unquote, the Russian minister stated. Maskim also mentioned that Russia could also aid Tanzania's export to the EU-Russian Economic Union market, as reported by Sputnik. You guys know Sputnik, it's a major media house in Russia. What is EU Vision? I never knew this until I read this article, yeah? So I had to do some research so that I can bring it to you, right? The EU-Russian Economic Union, EAEU, is a regional economic organization that aims to improve the competitiveness of its member state economics and promote stable development. The EAEU was established in 2015 by Belarus, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Armenia. Just imagine. So Russia is saying now that if they get into Tanzania logistics, they can also aid Tanzania export. Guys, when I talk about agriculture before, and I talk about like products that can be exported, right? Listen now. This market, the EU-Russian Economic Union, EAEU, can be opened up to Tanzania's products. So if you come here and you get into the agriculture sector, this is a market that can be available to you. You see? You see, guys? You say one hand wash the other. Russia get into Tanzania, uses Tanzania geography so that as a single entry point, so that Russian goods can come into Tanzania, Russian goods that is distributed all over Africa, wheat, maize, all the stuff that is distributed into Africa comes into Tanzania. So then now the EU-Russia Economic Development Organization will open up to Tanzanian market. Come on, man. The EAEU was established in 2015, like I said before, by those like country, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Armenia. And as of 2023, has a GDP of $2.4 trillion on a population of 183 million. Just think about all the Tanzanian avocados, peppers, green peppers, bell peppers, ginger, guys, just name it now. Man, come on, man. This guy that I talked about on a previous, this guy, I talked about, oh God, I can't remember right now. But guys, so many goods, so many products from Tanzania can be exported. This is a market that can be opened up to Tanzania's exporters of agriculture products, right? So let's get back into the article. Yeah, the minister emphasized Tanzania's and Russia's enormous energy potential, including mining, nuclear technology, development, and renewable energy. Okay, according to him, the collaboration between the two countries additionally focuses on tourism. That's another business opportunity there, like the tourism industry. Tanzania is in the top 5 African countries for tourism, right? It's in the top 5 countries in Africa that attract the most tourists, right? So if you have background in tourism and you want to come to Africa, the opportunities are there in that industry also, right? Urban environment, digitization. Those of you who are into computer science, like coding and all those things, right? Guys, hey, man, you sit there in the West and you're bored, you're tired, you're depressed, you want something new, you're looking for adventure, you're looking for excitement, you're looking for opportunities. But out there, you're looking for a job. Out here, you can come here and you can start a business, guys. All these points that I'm giving you here, there are business opportunity, not just in logistics. We are talking about logistics, but there are opportunities in all these industry, yeah? Digitization of the economy, medicine. There are a lot of people in America and like Canada and England, whatever, who are buyers for pharmaceutical companies. You can come here. This might be like a little more complicated because you have to deal with the Ministry of Health and there are certain restrictions and stuff, right? But if you know how to buy medicine, if you know what to do, you're already in the business. You can come here and you can set up your own business where you buy medicine, like medical products, bring it here, distribute it, right? Now, this one, like I said, this one is a little bit more complicated because there's a lot of, you'll have to deal with the Tanzanian Food and Drug Administration, which I know a little about because we deal with them for our business, right? So there's a certain type of license and stuff that you'd have to get. But hey, it's business. You do what you have to do business, yeah? And medicine and agriculture. Quote, we are ready to discuss all this together. We will resolve issues with settlement and organization. Contacts between the banks, finance again. So if you in the West and you have a background in finance, it's good for you. Our country's mass scheme noted, unquote. In September, during an interview with Sputnik on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, Tanzania's envoy to the United Nations, Hussein Katanga, revealed that Tanzania is willing to engage with Moscow at all times. Right? Tanzania and Russia have had a burgeoning, I told you guys, right, relationships in recent years. So much so that both nations have made public the prospect of doing business with one another. You sit there in North America, they bombard us with a lot of lies about Russia, and we think sometimes we're in a bubble, right? We don't get out of the bubble. But when you do take the leap of faith and you get out from that bubble, you realize, oh my God, what they were telling us is lie. Oh my God, we don't have to depend on the West anymore to do business. There are other markets out there. There are other markets out there that you can tap into. There are other markets out there. Sometimes we just need to get up from where we are. And listen, this is what happens if you are a Bible believing person. I used to preach, right? So most of the prophets in the Bible that God called, they had to get up from where they are. When God called Abraham had to leave where he was to go. When God called the prophet Ezekiel, he had to get up from where he was and go. When God called Moses was in Egypt. Moses had to leave Egypt and go to where God wanted him to go. When God called Jeremiah was out in the field, plowing in the field. He had to get up from where he was to go where God sent him. When God tell him to go into the potter's house. There are movements. So you may sit there and you think that you are comfortable. You may not even be comfortable. You may sit there and, like I said earlier, you might be looking for adventure. You may be looking for something new. You knew, okay, I want to go to Africa. I want to go here. I want to do this. And you have fear. Fear keeps us from coming into our potential. But sometimes you don't know what's behind the door. You don't know. So there are times you have to get up and you have to take the leap of faith, right? Tanzania wait a minute. Okay, this is the Tanzania's ambassador to Russia stated in June that the two countries are actively working to increase bilateral commerce, using their respective national currency. Forget the US currency now. Tanzania and Russia is working to trade with their country's regional currency. You know what that means for the US dollars. You know what that means, so sit there. A few months prior, in February, Russia and Tanzania began conversing about establishing a direct flight path between their countries. That will make things a lot easier to transport goods from Russia to Tanzania, Tanzania to Russia. Russia realized the geography of Tanzania. Russia knows that and this is what I tell you now, Tanzania is a blessed nation. And this is why I do these videos, right? Because many of us come to Tanzania and we have not had luck. Many of us come to like Tanzania and we get frustrated and whatever, right? But we don't realize that, patience, research, get into the economy, get into the community, talk to people, get out there. It's not easy, guys. But once you relax, once you start to assimilate, things become clear, things become easier, and you're able to chart a new path forward, yeah? So Russia realized the geography of Tanzania. And Russia knows, it says that Tanzania will be the single entry point into the continent for Russian goods. Russian goods that can be distributed to all the landlocked countries surrounding Tanzania. Russian goods that can be transported from Tanzania to other African countries that are not even landlocked. So if you're looking for a good business opportunity in Africa and you want to come to Tanzania, I mean, this business is not only for Tanzania, but I'm in Tanzania, so I'm concentrating on the Tanzanian market. Yeah. Logistics, transportation. If you want to get into transportation, like I talked about in a previous video way back, go back and watch that video where I talk about the Tanzanian business in the Tanzanian trucking industry. You can get like a truck head from from China, used or brand new, right? You can get like truck heads here from this company from Sweden called Scania. You can get a used truck head here. They do have a dealership here. You have $30,000. You can get a good truck head from China for 16, 20. I'm talking about a used one, right? A brand new one you can get for like $35,000, $40,000. Guys, you can start a business here, a trucking business here with one truck head, used. If you have 30,000 and you want to buy 2 truck heads, you can get that done. And you can rent the trailer, you can rent them here. So you buy the truck head, you bring them here, you have an opportunity now to transport goods from Tanzania to all those landlocked countries surrounding Tanzania. There are many, not only landlocked countries, but I'm saying because Tanzania trade with Kenya, which is not landlocked, but goods go between Tanzania and Kenya every day, just like America and like Canada. Over $1 billion in goods cross the US-Canada border every single day. Tanzania and Kenya is just like America and Canada. My friends, there are opportunities in Africa. I don't have to tell you that. By now you should know. By now you do your research and you should know there are opportunities here, and we have to take advantage of the opportunities if we call ourselves African descent. We should invest in Africa. Like I said before, when we invest in the West, we help develop their country. We help enrich them. And unbeknownst to us, we are helping them keep their feet on our necks, right? So we have to start looking to Africa. Because we don't, others do. They take advantage of it. And then we sit down over there and we think, okay, you may have a few dollars. I'm in America, I'm in Canada, I'm in Britain, I'm in Europe at large, I'm in Australia, whatever, yeah? But Africa is crying out for investment, small business, and you guys know small business is the backbone of every economy. So if you come in here and you're looking for opportunities, that's why I'm here, to bring you ideas that you can then look into. If there is something that you like that I talk about, you can do your research and you can say, boom, I like this idea. Let me dive into it deeper. Starting a logistic business, yes, you have to have, everything has to be digitized. You should know, okay, from the moment the goods come from the port and it gets to your warehouse, and that's another thing. You can buy those warehouse, those steel warehouse from China, right? You can ship it here. There are other places. I mean, like China, let's talk about China, right? Like China is where people buy stuff cheap. So let's not beat around the bushes and about that. Anything you want, you can get it from like China, yeah? You can get the nice like steel frame. If you don't want to do that, you can come here, you can build like a concrete structure, and you can start a logistic business. So now when the goods come into your front door, the moment you scan, digitize, it makes it more attractive to potential customers, so that they know they can track the goods from the moment it gets to your warehouse. Even when it's shipped from your warehouse to them, you have something going from here to Malawi, or going from here to Zambia, going from here to Burundi, Uganda. Those are all landlocked countries. Yeah, they can be able to track the goods from the moment it comes into your warehouse. It leaves your warehouse on the truck, going to them. It makes your business more attractive. You understand? Because I researched this, I researched this. So I'm bringing it to you so that you can see that if you're looking for opportunities here and you're looking for something to do, just imagine Russia start to bring its goods into Tanzania to be distributed to Africa. Think about the potential that is there. Goods leaving Tanzania to go into the EU-Russia economic thing. When the goods come from, they're like farmers. It comes into, come on guys, comes into your warehouse. Wheat, I mean corn, whatever it is, not wheat, but avocados, just name it. But if you're dealing with avocados now, your warehouse has to be a cool room. Certain goods that you dealing with, and we talked about that before. Refrigeration business opportunities in that sector. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you are interested in this business idea, do your research. Like I said, go up on YouTube. You will see videos there from the Indians. There are a lot of Indians. I mean, there are other nationalities too, but the Indians, man, there's something about them when it comes to business. They have it. You guys know that, right? They have it. And you can watch the videos. You can educate yourself, do your research, and it might be something that you're interested in. This is the African Jumpy. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give the video a like. Leave a comment. Peace and love. Continue sharing with me as we navigate Africa. Bye for now.